Hello, one and all. This is Hybridsteel. Thank you very much for joining me in today's live stream. Oh my god, I shouldn't have had that, but there you go. How you guys doing? As you know, it's just gonna be one of those live streams tonight. I'm just gonna sit here, calm down, chill out with you guys, and just have fun with it. You know, just here for the chat, just here for more, just being alright with everything, and just sort of taking things as we go at the moment. Most of you probably know, going by my Ujima Flippy. Just at the moment, I'm just sorting out all my screens. So give me a second. Just gonna pop that one over there. Oh Christ, that went a little too big, didn't it? And then we want to pop that chat out. So we're gonna pop chat out, and we're gonna put that. If we pop, I'm gonna have to move that screen there. Gonna move this screen up here, so we got full chat down the side. Oh no, I just cancelled my chat off. What a sucker I am. Anyway, so yeah, it's all good, guys. How is everybody in the world of YouTube and the joys of life, I suppose? So we are playing a little bit of Gold Rush today. Mainly it's just because at the end of the day, it's one of those games I can just chill and be happy with, and just take things as we go. Because that's what we're sort of going for. I don't even understand why I had the recording. Why is this different? Anyway, that one. Load game. But I want to say thank you very much for everyone that's been out there. Thank you very much for the support. As a lot of you know from the announcements, I'm not going to be around as much for a little while. Streams and videos are going to be a little bit sort of like varied, but we're doing all right. Exo Nemesis, thank you very much for kicking by. I don't recognise the name, so I'm going to assume you're new, so thank you very much for finding me. And Fatal Error B, how you doing, dude? But yeah, it's we're doing all right. Now I've got to remember how to play this game again, because it's been a couple of weeks since we last jumped in it. Right, so I've got 99% dirt in there. I've got dirt. I haven't got any dirt in there. 99% in here. All right, so that's what I was going to do. Right, let's go and drive the truck off, and let's get our butts down to the hole. Yes, I know. But I'm having to play this sort of like off-center as well. Give me a sec. I haven't changed over. Let me just do that one. I didn't do that. Give me a sec. Yeah, if you want. I think we'll be all right down here down here on the left. We'll be all right there. That's fine. Yeah, cheers, man. It's as I said, it's nothing we didn't know what was going to happen at all, but you know. 'Tis the joys of life, you know. It throws you a curveball, and you just sort of try and make the best of whatever situation, really, innit? But at the end of the day, you know, we all we can do is just get through it as best we can, and that's literally it. So that's hey, Kerry's on. There you go. So Kerry is here. Right. So I've got to line this up so I can actually use this. So I bought the front loader because I was like, hey, yeah, I'll give this a go. And then didn't realise it was going to be a pain in the ass as it was. How do you get out of things? F. Nope. E. Nope. Oh, you know when you haven't played the game for a little while, when you can't remember how to do stuff. Handbrake. Seriously, I'm stuck in my car because I can't remember how to play. But it's not being picked up. Nice. There we go. I've figured it out. See, I still don't get why everyone says that the excavator was faster. I don't get it. Is it empty? That is empty. I still prefer... I think it's just because I've always worked on the excavator in this game. This thing just doesn't seem to like cut it as best. So I might just trade it back in. Be like, nah, I don't need this. F and T. F. Drive forward. Ugh. Tilt up. R all the way. Yeah, long hauler, what is up, dude? As said, I still don't get how people go, yeah, this is so much better than the excavator. Like R and G and T and backwards and F, whereas the excavator is down, dig, dig, down, down, down. I still think I could dig faster with the excavator. Really. Like, yep. G. So all those people that are just about to play this on console, this is the game, by the way. This is it. This is the whole thing. I just it's a shame I can't improve the lightness of the actual game itself, but it's raining currently at the moment, and it's, what's the time? 3:30 in the afternoon, so it's not normally like that bad. It just doesn't feel as fluid as the excavator. Well, I do love the fact that I'm running at 113 frames a second. Like, that's never been a... I suppose, yeah. I suppose it comes down to if you ever watch it, you normally sit there and just you watch people on the TV do this. It's like, it's always good for like loading a wash plant, but for loading a truck, I don't know, it just feels like it's a little bit slower. Oh, cheat. This digging game. Yeah, let's gold rush. Like I said, it's like I'm sort of not in the mood as much to play like anything I really have to think about at the moment. I mean, I'm doing that for videos and stuff, but like for live streams, I'm just here just to sort of chill out and calm down, really, more than anything. Go on, go down faster. I suppose this is the Hoffman days of this. Is like, yeah, well, we got this really crap like excavator, we got this and we got that, and we got Dad's 400, and that's literally all the equipment we've got, and then that's all the equipment we've got as well. It's like, boo. What we want is little Jack Hoffman to be sitting in his excavator. Oh, guys, I think we get some gold here. We'll be all right. You're all millionaires. You just gotta dig for it. We'll be all right then. We need that sort of motivation all day through. That's it. I'm almost there. I just need the beard. Like, I need the beard to turn grey completely. Then I can do my best impression of Jack Hoffman. Can't wait until I get a Frankenstein or two. Don't tell it doesn't say where I'm streaming. You what? Give me a sec. It's on my front page. It's definitely not. It's not. I don't know. Like the length is about Tony Beats' length of beard. It's just because I'm in a small camera. There you go. But it's not as grey. Just go with that. How you doing then, Justin? Nice to see you, man. Boo! 98%. Oh no, we didn't make it. Oh, okay, dude. I sort of gave up, like, worrying about notifications. Like, YouTube doesn't put them out. I think it says it sends like 40% out. Oh yeah, you got to hit that. You got to hit the bell notification, dude. We're doing okay. Obviously, Kerry not so much, but you know, we're getting it. I think that's all I can really say. But yeah, we've got appointments and bits and pieces to go to next week. Obviously, the kids go back to school, which makes it a little bit easier on travel, which is okay. But it's still, yeah, it's still a little bit of a, yeah, it's a real kick in the teeth. I think that's literally the only way I can really describe it. I'm a bit weirded out that I can't sort of turn my. That'd be the reason why. Wrong camera. That's better. Let's fire this bad boy up and let's get some gold. Okay, that would help. Hold on, no, stop! I gotta do my gold rush. Like, quick, turn the bomb off. We must have put this in, but I never bloody connected it. Ah, how much of a dullard am I? And the special, yeah. Oh, that is proper special. So if any of you guys are playing this on PS4, well, PS4, PS5 when this comes out for consoles, just don't forget to plug things in. That's my one massive piece of advice. I see you got a dumper finally. A what? A dumper. Oh, yeah, the front loader. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I got this new cool light. Out there's a floodlight, and I'm going to show you this. Right. This is how cool this floodlight is. It's well cool. So I bought an RGB floodlight, which is like 15 quid. It does so good. I don't have to worry about LEDs anymore. It plugs into the mains, which is nice. And it lights everything up from the back end. It's all good. Oh no! Hold on. Where is my, in the great words of Tony Beats, where's my fucking water? What is wrong with, oh, what's up here? Did I turn all this stuff off? All this is on. I suppose I had to turn this on. Right, okay. It's going to make some grindy noises. Why is the water... Okay, what the hell have they done to this game? Because when I left this, it was working properly. Right, so I've got water in here. Should be purple. Give me a sec. There you go. Yeah. I've got to change that colour at some point now. That's the thing. It's like... Yeah. But it looks like it's almost like it's too dark now. But I like it, you know? It's a nice way to be changing things up every now and then. Okay, so why isn't my water working? Oh, you got to be joking. Okay, so that's in. That's where the water comes in. This is where the water goes out. Yes. This machine is on as soon as I turn it on. It's a little bit weird that this isn't working now. I suppose what I should do is I'll disconnect the hopper. And I'll disconnect the actual like shaker as well. This is what happens when you like... Right, if we disconnect that and that, then we're all good. And that that stops things flowing. Right. Okay, we got water. Interesting. We haven't got enough water. Did I turn that on or did I keep that off? Hey, what's up, Charlie? Everyone's kicking in, man. Everything costs $1. Got pressure system enabled. Okay, I'm just going to turn that off. I'm not here to apply. Back. Done. That will just play with the water now. For the time being, I don't really care about all the other stuff. Yeah, the generator's running, man. It's apparently this wasn't it's not generating enough. I don't know why it's sparking either. And these things can't break. turn that off. Oh well, there you go. That's what happens when you disconnect everything. There you go, it's all working now. Yay! Are you seeing this on Gold Road? Okay, so the yellow rock the rocker was originally in season 3 when like Todd Hoffman and his dad got thrown off of the first plot they went to, and then Dakota Fred took over, and the first thing he put on was a D-Rocker. Straight on. That was the first thing he built. It was like 80 grand. Worst part is in this game it's like 300,000. Like, times have not helped on like the whole like currency thing over here. But yeah, so I could, yeah. This conveyor belt's never been used in any Gold Rush game, in any Gold Rush episode whatsoever. The truck hopper, they use variants of it, but they're a lot bigger. This old trommel is, I believe this is Todd's first design, the one that Harness built. Then these things down here were the ones that they got from Ghana when they found them in the ditch, and they just pulled them out and then used them. And obviously the hog pans, no one ever used hog pans on the TV show because everyone just goes hell for leather and just builds big, you know. But there's a lot. The worst part is this game's never, since like I would say season 3, I would say that's been the real cut-off point of this game. Like, there's nothing else after that. Oh no, there is. Sorry, like season 7 when he gets the Frankenstein. The Frankenstein is in this, but it's like it's almost $1 million. Right, let's drop all this in. So it's the downside to the game, really. There's a lot of the older generation of Gold Rush in this. There's not a lot of the like more up to date stuff. I mean, the biggest like excavator we have is Jack's 400. This one, and it's like, yeah, it's a 400. I want a 270. I want the one with the giant bucket that like Rick Ness drives, because it's massive. But yeah. I mean, this setup is like Tony Beats, because Tony uses a portal cabin full of all of his stuff, whereas like Parker just turns everything on. These are the pumps they basically use up until they get into like the diesel generation, which is like season 7, season 8, when everyone uses like big ass diesel generation pumps. But yeah, it's all a little bit sort of. I mean, apart from the update that's going into the console now, there's not really anything to majorly go, hey, we're going to be playing this game, it's going to be amazing, you know? The console are literally getting this game. There's nothing new apart from that funny dugout area over there. You know? It always seems a little bit weird that they had all these, they've got a game that they could literally do whatever they wanted with, and they never really did anything with it. I'm a little bit annoyed by it in a way. I've had this game for a couple of years, and I would prefer to have it like stacked to everything you would see in the TV show. You know, actually build a wash plant that like Freddy Dodge designed, like Big Red or Monster Head, that sort of thing. You know, a big proper wash plant, not bits and pieces. Gray, what's up, dude? Everyone's just kicking in. Yeah, not much has changed, and I'm going out on a limb and saying that it's a bit sort of like, I know that, yeah, console are getting this. Honestly, I don't know if it's going to have a lot of glitches. I would fear a little bit for it if it did have glitches, because obviously it'll take them a bloody year or something to figure to change it all up. And I know they were trying to make it so that the game would come out and then they'd have all this stuff and it would be all right, but you know, this game had so many bugs ages ago and it's still got them. It's, I don't know, it just seems a little bit like it's. I think going for a console release was probably not the best idea for this game, and that's just me being honest. That's coming from a console user perspective. I personally wouldn't have bought. I wouldn't buy this game on console. No, it's coming out for all consoles, Xbox and PlayStation, all generations apparently. I put up a post about it a couple of weeks ago, because I'm subscribed. I'm on Keymailer, so I can get hold of games a little bit quicker, which is a little bit nicer, you know, like review copies and stuff. And Gold Rush popped up on one of those, and I was like, yeah, I've already got it, but it works. Oh, did I? Oh, come on, really? Up and T. No, that one. Oh, dude. It's so slow. Yeah. Actually, you get to say goodbye to the bugs of Hydroneer as well, which I'm going to find absolutely fantastic. Why can't I go backwards now? Seriously? Is it because... Oh my god, the bucket was down too far. And the only way is up. I will be back on Hydroneer as soon as 2.0 comes out. As soon as it comes out, I'll be on it. And the reason why is just because the game is changing so much. And if you've paid attention to the devlogs that Max put out, they did a like an FPS test for the ram drills, and they had, I think it was something stupid like 10,000 ram drills working, and there was no lag. And that was like, wow, cool. Nah, this isn't a new game. This is an old game. It'd probably be down to the time. Yeah. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that consoles get like a decent version of this game. You know, with all the there are a few little bugs left in this, but I mean it's not as bad as it used to be. I do remember when they like, I can't remember which version it was, but it broke the front loader and the front loader became a side loader because the arm was bent the wrong way. But apart from that, I mean I would say that they're doing okay. The problem with it is it's just like it's far and few between when it comes to updates. This game hasn't been updated for what, about a year now, and it just annoys. It's like, oh come on. How you doing, Tech? Well, so I try and say hello to everyone. I just trying to load a front loader. It's not interesting. I prefer using the bloody excavator. I'm so much faster than with the excavator. Hey, what's up, Urban? How you doing, Neil? How's tricks, buddy? Yeah, I'd be interested to see what they're going to do with it. It's just I don't see the point in owning it again because obviously I already own it, so that's a big thing. It's like I wish everybody well who buys it for console. I really hope that it's a complete game. I'm not buying it myself because I've put up with the bugs for the last 2.5 years. I don't want to put up with the bugs anymore. So I don't. It's all good. Oh, I know how you feel, dude. Don't worry. I've got my work cut out for me tomorrow. Oh no! I just dumped the whole load off the side of the truck. Now I feel like a noob. Let's just do this. Oh. Sorry? Okay. Okay. It's always good to try that. Me. This truck. I don't like this front loader. I want something more modern. I got a brand new combine harvester and I'll give you the key. So thanks to all the people who voted on my community page of what game I should buy next. I'm going to enjoy my life as a homeless person. I really am. So thank you very much for all that. So if you guys don't know what that means, basically every now and then I get like confused about what I should buy. I do sit there and go, help me, I'm not sure what to buy. I even asked for inspiration from Kerry, even though she really can't help me because it's down to my choice. But I put up a post saying, which one should I buy? It'd be Voxel Tycoon or Hobo Tough Life. And you guys chose for me to be homeless. So, cool. Thank you very much for that. So, yeah, over the next coming sort of like week or so, watch out for new videos on that because I think I saw Blitz play it about a year ago. Maybe someone else was playing it, but it was in early access and now it's actually officially out. So sort of looking forward to it at the same time as I'm sort of a little bit scared of it because apparently it's quite difficult as well. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's really apparently it's a really hard game. So you're going to see me die a lot. Yeah, what a shame, you know. There may be a rage quit compilation coming out at some point. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I looked at the reviews and they were just like, yeah, it's a solid game, it's amazing, but oh my god, is it hard? It's like, okay, cool. And then I've seen other people like messing around with it, and they're like, no, this is a ridiculously hard game. It's like, I'm up for a bit of a challenge. I don't know how long I'll be playing it for, but you know, this is my money, so I figured I'd give it a go. And hopefully I won't die too much. That's what I'm hoping. I tried to get it on early access when I was applying for like Keymailer ages ago, and yeah, I think it's above my pay grade at the moment, so I didn't get it like that, which is a bit of a shame, but it happens. Yeah, I couldn't decide either. That's why I put it to the vote. I will be getting Voxel Tycoon. I probably will get Voxel Tycoon at some point, but for the time being, because also I'm going to be covering. I know this is a really really dodgy one, but I'm going to be covering Trader Life Simulator a bit more than I expected to. And the reason why is because literally over the last sort of couple of days, it's been updated again. The guy who's working on it, or the team that's working on it, like so quick. Like I went on the other day. They've done a Hanukkah update because I think they're Jewish. Oh no, it's not. It's not Hanukkah. Sorry, it's Ramadan. So they did a Ramadan update. So there's loads of lights everywhere and like posters. That was pretty cool. They added some new fridges. They've added some new bits and pieces. I'm like, you what? And yeah, there's an update that's going to be coming out where they're adding a new floor to the supermarket. And I was like, this is ridiculous. So yeah, they're really, really putting the effort into this game just to like get it out. And it's still quite cheap on Steam. It's like £7. So they're doing a fair job on it. I mean, I don't, you know, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I'll give them props. They're doing a lot of work on their game. They really are. And they've got another one coming out in the next couple of days called Baker Life Simulator. So you actually play as a baker. They've got another one coming out soonish, which is called Factory Owner or something like that. And basically, it's more of a sort of Unity engine, sort of like voxel based game. But there's loads of these games coming out, and they're just pounding games out left, right, and centre. I mean, they're all asset games, so they're I would say they're probably easier to put together than sort of like creating something from scratch. But they're you know, in fair play to them, they're doing them really well. Yeah, I'm nearly at 5k, man. It's still a little way off, but I sort of at the moment I'm not really focused on subscribers, obviously, but it would be nice to hit that. My goal for the year was 10k, but we'll see how things go. Also, I wanted to do a few more videos a bit like the one I did for Trashed, because like I know it's not the greatest of games, but hey, you know what? The editing actually wasn't too bad on that one, if I do say so myself. And it had a lot more engagement. A lot more people have watched it like for longer periods of time. So I think in a bit more jump cut sarcasm would be ideal for me. The worst part of Grey is I know exactly what you mean, because when I saw the trailer to it, I went, I can't play this game. And I was talking to one of the like community managers of it, and he goes, oh man, we could get you a code for it. I was like, yeah, that's most appreciated, but I can't play. He goes, why? He goes, because that was my life. I worked that life. I don't want to play a game based on my... In all fairness, I have played the retail ones. That was partially my life as well. But yeah, there's a... It's like, yeah. Your goal's 10k as well. You'll get there, man. You'll get there before I will. The reason why I'm not really worried about it at the moment is because I know when the main push is going to happen on this channel. I know a lot of people don't really have that as an insight, but I know my channel will blow up a little bit better whenever Car Mechanic Simulator 2021 comes out. And I can almost promise that as well, and that's the worst part. Is I will do exactly what I did to CMS 2018. And when I started covering that game, my subs went up loads faster because I did an in-depth guide to it. I showed people how to do stuff. I made engaging content, and that's what I'm aiming for. But this time round, there's a few other like mechanic-y games coming out at the same time as well, and I want to grab all that attention as well. So yeah, that's what I'm going for. Yeah, 12 AM today. Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it? My life was factory work from 7:30 till 4:30, and then I worked in retail from 5:30, 6 o'clock till 10, maybe even 11 sometimes, and then I would work that like 5-6 days a week. I was doing that. Just not a great life to live, but I did it because I needed to. When is that coming out? Oh, going by... I mean, they normally say that CMS games come out around June, July time, so that's what I'm expecting. There's also another one called Underground Mechanic. That's coming out later this year. There's another motorcycle mechanic game coming out, and that's coming out this year. So there's like 2 or 3 games that I'm really interested in that are coming out this year that would... if I do this right, it will boost this channel. Then my next marker for like what I'm aiming for, there's a YouTuber called Gorilla Man.
And literally all he does is play CMS. Every single day he launches another video, Car Mechanics Simulator. And he normally does 2 to 3 episodes per car because he fixes the whole thing for a video. Does it almost like you're working in a garage as well. So I'm going to be doing the same thing as I did with the last game. You know, I'll do a guide to every single car. And then I was going to do... I was probably going to start turning this channel into a garage channel. Because I don't know how to do it in real life. But yeah, that's the plan. And when it does happen, it'll happen. And the reason why I know it'll get a lot more subs is because of the last one. So the last game, the last CMS game was 2018, so it came out in 2017, and that blew up. Now installed in trailer. Dude. It's not a bad crack. It's alright. It's just... Yeah, you have to take it with a pinch of salt. It's not the greatest of games, but it does a good job. You know, it's fun if you make it fun. Well, I mean, in all fairness, like Justin, this channel is basically simulation gaming. You know, it just doesn't. I just don't go into as much detail as like other people. Yeah. So Hybridsteel, any simulation game I get my hands on is normally a sim game. So that's normally what I'm playing now. I really should start marketing this channel as a simulation game. But I play things like Hybridsteel is not really a sim game. It's more of a like tycoon game. So I would say like sim and tycoons. They're pretty much all I play now, really, on here. I mean, I've got MLB Baseball, but that's for my PlayStation. But I have also considered making a channel dedicated to... Yeah, there's nothing wrong with random games. Some channels thrive on random games. I have considered making a CMS dedicated channel, but then it's like, well, I want it on that channel, but I want to do this, but then I don't want to run 2 channels because that's too much work. But when I get stuck on something, I normally do it for a good year or 2. You know, I mean, the only reason why I didn't cover CMS as much was because, well, after a year of doing it, there was no point. You know, it was an old game anyway. When I got into it, it was old. You know, I covered that in what, 2 years ago, so 2018, 2019. So I did. No, it was 2019. I started covering CMS, and I did that within a couple of months. And I'm still pulling. I think my highest video is nearly 100k on that, and that's 2 years later. So I know that if I can do the same thing for CMS 2021. Then it'll be alright. But I'll be starting fresh when the game first comes out. So I will be covering the updates. I'll be covering the mods that people put into it. I'll be doing everything that like they normally do. Hey, what up, Wolf Shadow? I'm doing okay. See, with yourself, Justin, you should market yourself as a grooming specialist. And that's what you should be looking at. You know? You know, obviously like a beard grooming specialist. Male health or men's health, that sort of thing. Or beard health, or, you know... your channel is more of a health and beauty channel than I've seen like other people. Because it's more sort of like the... everything on your face, it needs to be looked after. Here's a channel that does it. I do not get the time to watch the streams very often. I would really like to say thank you for the tips in Hydroneer. Not a problem, thank you very much. They helped me out. Hey, that's cool, man. Thank you very much, Dennis. Most appreciated. And, I mean, if you don't get to watch the streams as much, I always say, if you're doing something more important, then obviously go and do that. I'm always going to be about as much as I can be. Obviously, at the moment, it's a little bit harder, but, you know, we'll get there eventually. This is ripping dirt out. I mean, that's eating it hard. Go, go, go. Right, that's empty. So I literally don't have to worry about the backlog of this anymore. That D-Rocker does so much work. It's amazing. And I've pretty much given up on Twitch. Oh, cool. I just found a big nugget. So I've given up on Twitch. And there's a reason behind it. Mainly because I pay attention to a lot of what Harris Heller says. And Harris Heller has been doing this for a lot longer than I have. And he has a lot more information on the subject than I do. And he tends to do a better job than I do. He's just started streaming on YouTube. And the reason why was because he was trying to get his audience to go from YouTube over to Twitch. And it wasn't happening as much. And it's harder to grow over there because Twitch is sort of anti-social. And I get it. I really do. So... yeah, he's basically he put out a video about why it's a good thing and it's a bad thing you do this, and I was like, okay, so I'll pay attention to this. And it was like, you know what? After this, I just want to delete my Twitch account. I just want to get rid of it completely, but I can't because I'm an affiliate. So I'm just not going to stream over there until it dies. And then what I might do is just like dual stream, just because I could. Yeah, I really should work on an intro video. I agree on that one. I really do. Mainly because I think the intro to this channel is a review on Car Mechanic Simulator. And then you scroll down, there's like Hydroneer videos, and it's like, you what? Yeah, I get it. I'll figure something out. You know, I've got a little while to mess around with. Well, yeah. I mean, the problem with it is like, as Harris has said, he basically says that a lot of the finances that Twitter makes is usually for not Twitter, Twitch. That their financing comes from the big streamers. You know, the people who pull a lot of numbers. Tim the Tatman, you know, Shroud, Ninja, that sort of person. And everyone else is fighting for it. And they basically said that if you can pull like 20 to 30 consecutive viewers on Twitch in any given stream, then you're one of the big guys. Because that's how many it's like. It's like, you what? It's like, yeah, that's literally it. 20 to 30 people on a stream, and you're seen as a big streamer. And I was like, that's got to be bullshit. But it's like, it's really not. The biggest streamers, obviously, they get like a couple of thousand. You know, I mean, someone like Dr. Disrespect got like 16, 20,000 per stream. But if you look at his channel on YouTube now, his streams are over the top. Like, the amount of people that subscribe to him is ridiculous. So, yeah, I'm intrigued by it all, but I'm just not going to go over there anymore. I can't do it because... Number one, I want YouTube to grow more for me, in all fairness. And secondly, I want it to be... I don't want to keep spreading myself out. I don't want to keep spreading too thin. I don't want to be that person. You know, and I know I tried, but I don't want to do it anymore. It's too much work, you know. And even in where I am at the moment, position-wise, there's no point. You know, I'll just continue to do what I do. On the plus side, when both my kids are in full-time education, I will stream a lot more on YouTube. Like, it'll be a lot more during the day. You getting your ass handed to you on PUBG. And the people that are killing you are 12 years old. Hold on. In today's nickname, in a guest, I'll call him Bob, said that his content his content, which is a podcast, was competing with these bathtub talks, which made his podcast hard to find. Yeah, and so the reason why is because those bathtub talks and stuff are outranking him because they are they're more applicable to watch. So what that guy, I'm going to assume that guy who's doing podcasts was doing it on Twitch. So what he should be doing is doing it live on Twitch and then forwarding all his stuff onto YouTube, chopping it up and putting it into like smaller bite-sized content and putting it out. And I'm going to assume that's probably what Nick said. I'm only assuming. I wasn't there today. I've got to be honest. I fell down a rabbit hole over the last few days of watching like a specific YouTuber, and it's addictive watching. If you're a gamer, it's quite funny. It's got super hard now. Yeah, I think even Doc went back to like playing PUBG. And there's another rumor of why he got booted off of Twitch as well. It is ridiculous if it's true, but this thing is just horrible. Like I said, excavator. I mean, I feel like I'm getting faster, but it almost feels like I'm not at the same time. Thing is, Charlie, you can get a couple of people in your Twitch streams, but in order to like, the problem with it really is, apart from when it comes up on the left hand side occasionally, like we think you should watch this, there's no way to be discovered. You know, that's what I find a little bit annoying with Twitch. It's like all they had to do was, I mean, even if you watch, there was an episode that Harris did, and he and a friend of his created an app that you could like chop up your VODs or your videos that you had on Twitch. You could put them out to the public and they would be able to be found, much like the system that YouTube uses. And that was 2 years ago. Twitch saw that video. They never did anything with it at all. And it's almost like they don't really care. One of their live stream they did a couple of weeks ago was just, it was ridiculous. They literally spoke about like this chat function. I was like, that's not what people want, you know. Getting started on YouTube just takes time and a lot of fucking effort. And Neil started an entirely new channel, Urban Explorer. He was a crypto channel before he turned himself into a van life channel. And he learned from that. I myself spent a year literally live streaming. I think I put together 350 videos and live streams in my first year, because that was how I needed to get to 1,000. That was it. That was the whole thing for me, was to get to 1,000 subscribers. And that, when I got there, that's when I knew that I'd started. The 4,000 hours just comes from your videos. All you have to do is work. But that's the problem. That's the problem. I mean, not everyone's cut out to be a YouTuber. I would say I am, because of the lifestyle I have, which is, okay, it's not the greatest lifestyle in the world, but the way that my life's panned out, it makes me a little bit, it makes it easier for me to do this. You know? Lots of people, they contend with working life and like home life and everything else all in one go, and then they try to put a video together like after all their kids have gone to bed and everything else. I can do that and it doesn't really affect me. But for all the people that work like a 9 to 5 job and they got like they got everything to do, And it's like, yeah. Yeah, if you want to be found on Twitch, the best thing for you to do is to literally like live stream every single day for 8 hours a day. Not have a job. And and you have to do that for like a year and a half. And you might get into the affiliate program by then, depending on how well your social marketing goes. Social media is like a big push from Twitch because it's the only way people actually will find you naturally. Yeah, I mean that's what I mean. Like doing YouTube is it was a hobby for me to start with. That's how I treated it. I treated it as a hobby, but I just put a lot of effort into my hobby. And now I'm here. Like what are we? 2.5, 3 years later, and I'm not. You know, I'm just coming up to 5K. It's mainly because I spent a long time not knowing what I was doing. I still don't know what to do, and that's why Justin was saying that I need to do that as my main focus in this channel. It's like, yeah, it's a good idea, but my main focus for 10 months last year to this year was Hybridsteel, and Hybridsteel worked well for me. You know, it pushed my channel into a place of views I've never been seen before. I got found by a load of Arab people as well. Mainly because there's a couple of like really big Arab YouTubers playing Hybridsteel right now. Like if you go through my analytics, like for the videos, the 3 pages of videos that come as these people watch this content and found you, it's literally everybody who watches these massive YouTubers in I can't even remember which part of like the world they're coming from. You know, but they're big YouTubers, like 1 million plus. And it's all because I did a guide on Hybridsteel, and I spent a long time doing that guide on Hybridsteel. You know, if you search for anything, most of the time you'll probably find me. Yeah, I mean it's that's how I started. YouTube for me was the reason why I started my channel. All in all, and it's the main reason why I started was because of what I was going through. Like I had to quit my job because we were having a kid, and us having a kid it didn't help between the situation that Kerry has, and unfortunately because of all that I had to quit my job and become a full-time carer. So in order to keep me a little bit more sane in life, it was to do the YouTube thing because it was a distraction from from being in the same flat all day, not doing anything. And Kerry knits, and she's part of a knitting community that's really good to her. Like she can sit there and talk to these people. She's got to know them well, which is good. And it's the same for this for me. For me, this is how I talk to you guys. I sit here and build on you guys. I talk to you all because that's what I do on here. Nice, man. See, that's how it should be. Do that. Oh, Charlie, yeah, you should have cashed in. I can't even remember what time it was, but when it peaked at like 44 cents a coin, yeah, you should have cashed it in then. Right, everything down there is now full. That's now empty. But it's, I mean, for me, my biggest accomplishment on YouTube at the moment was to get a shout out from Diesel. That was it for me. As soon as he like he shouted my channel, I was like, yeah, cool. Like I had a little fan sort of flip out as well because I'm a fan of Diesel's content. I watch his channel every day, Every time he releases a new video, I'll watch it. It's all good. And yeah, when he gave me a shout out, I was like, yeah, cool. I didn't care if anybody subscribed from it. I just thought it was a pretty cool thing to happen. And then, like, the next coolest thing after that was when he became a member of this channel. Like, that was mad for me. That was next level, holy crap. But he's going through his own crap at the moment as well. It's like, you know, it almost seems like everybody's like having some sort of problem at the moment. You know, and it's a little bit annoying, really. It's like, it's just a shame that it's all happening to everybody all at once. His problem is with his, I think it's with his throat. He has to, I think he had to go and see a specialist or something and have a look at his throat because he keeps having problems with it. Which is a bit of a crap for a YouTuber who talks a lot, you know. Cheers, Tony. I'll be back on Hydroneer as soon as 2.0 comes out. As soon as it comes out, it's all good. That's where I'll be. Right, so that's all that. Now we need to strip all this off. I need my box. My box. Do 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 do. Oh, I think I missed that conversation. Ah, okay. Yes, as soon as the update is coming slowly. I've been watching the progress for it as well because obviously, like, I play Hydroneer. Well, I played Hydroneer for a long time, and it will be good to get back onto it. It really will. But gotta wait, like everybody else. I'm not in any special club. I don't get like big rewards or anything from like the Hydroneer community anymore. I'm literally just me now. When I was covering it, I was on the community team, like, so I was forward a little bit. But when the updates come out, I'm seeing it at the same time as everybody else. That's why I pay attention to all the dev vlogs. I don't talk to the community team as much anymore, and it's mainly just because I do other things. I couldn't. The worst part was I can't carry on covering Hydroneer until something new happens because I feel like I'd done everything anyway. And that's my main problem with Hydroneer at the moment. I can't do something when I don't have anything to do. And I don't want to keep repeating myself unless a new update comes out, you know. You missed the Hydroneer, dude. All right, so here's the big thing, Charlie. When 2.0 comes out, those projects are going to be 5 times bigger. I'm gonna the one thing I want to do, and this is because of how well the game is being optimized, I want to be the first person to make a 10,000 ram drill build, and that's going to be a lot of freaking work, and I've got to try and figure out the logistics out. But I want that thing. I want that as my top thing, and yeah, it's going to take freaking hours. I've estimated at the time of how long it takes me to do everything on Hydroneer, it's probably going to take me in a region of about 50 to 60 hours to set it up. Because creative mode is going to be a thing, and it's going to be awesome. I want to hit 10k, that would be awesome on it. You started a lawn care business. Congratulations, Scott. Nice one, man. Well, we'll figure it out. It'll be a laugh. Let's put it that way. Yeah, go big or go home. That's the motto. I need to put this closer. But it'll be fun, and I'll probably end up spending like a load of my live streams making it, and everything else, because that's how it's going to be. It's going to take a long time to make, and I know I'll be in competition with one other person at least, because that's what happened when we built the largest like Goliath builds. I did it with mods because there was no way I was going to spend that long building that thing for it. And then Higgs boson Matt just knocks me out of the water, just flies it out. And he made this amazing machine. He made basically the same machine as me, just with more Goliath drills in it. And then, yeah, he did it all by hand with no mods. It took him like 40, 50 hours to do it. It was ridiculous, but I'll give him full kudos for that, because it was a lot of work. Oh, I know what I haven't done. I haven't emptied out the small ones. There is if you build up. So there was, sorry about that. There was a guy on the community who built a 1200 ram drill build on the biggest plot of land at the bottom. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. How is that still working? Yeah, I'm looking forward to the update as well, man. I really am. Especially with the optimization that Snaps is doing with it, especially with how the game is running now. It looks really good. Apparently there's going to be a couple of new areas as well, which will be interesting. I'd like to see like a bigger area, like a big area. We'll see how things go. But that's the joys. That's the whole reason for waiting on Hybridsteel. And it's the only reason why I'm not making videos on it, because of it. Because I've got nothing else to do. Yes, the game installed. What are you playing? Trader Life? Well, that's not right. Where's the last one? So I forget to take one out. Because I've only got... How many have I got? 5. Oh no, it's because I put one there. There we go. I've got them all. Right, let's turn this on. No, the whole that 10k thing. I want to hit 10,000 drills on Hybridsteel, not 10,000 subs. Not yet. I sort of know when that's going to happen, so that's fine. Basically, everything for me when it comes to subscribers now comes down to what's going to happen in the next few. I'm pretty sure CMS is coming out this year. I mean, its trailer was out this year, so I'm going to assume it's coming out this year. And that's when it's all going to sort of like kick off a bit more for me, I think. Especially with because everything I've done with CMS was done after the game was released, like way after. And I saw how other channels approached Car Mechanic Simulator, and not a lot of them did what I did. Even though they were playing the game at the start of its life, they never did a defining goal. They never did a defining guide. They didn't take the time to help other people, and all they were mainly doing was just playing the game. So I have a plan for CMS. I know what I'm doing with it this time around. I know how fast I need to work, and thankfully, I mean, if it's coming out in June, I should be okay for time. I'll be doing a lot of sort of I'll be doing a lot of burning the candle at both ends, if you know what I mean, on that one. Oh, for God's sake, I turned off the bloody water, didn't I? Special. There we go. I did like this demagnetizer, or this magnetite separator, but they don't use it so much in the series anymore. They use the big tables, the big wash table. There we go. My new intro. It probably won't be anything special. It'll probably be just me just sitting there going, "Hi guys, I play games." I'm pretty much that's probably what it'll be like. I'll snap a couple of like highlights out of like videos I've done. I've got to be honest. I actually enjoyed making the trashed video. Like, I enjoyed making that video more than I enjoyed making some other stuff I've done in the past. I don't know if you guys have watched it. I don't know if you like what you have to say about it, but I actually enjoyed making that video. I got to be me. I got to have fun with it, and I got to be sarcastic and a bit of a twat. But it was good. It was fun, you know. Come on. Yeah, it's 98%. That's good. Good with that. Right, now we turn the water off. I have a gas 25-inch mower, a battery-powered leaf blower, and weed eater. Cool, man. I hope you use that stuff to its full potential. Gotta be honest, I've got a crap lawnmower, a half-arse trimmer, and a pair of secateurs. Because I'm hardcore, man. Yeah. That's literally all my entire gardening job. Oh, cool, man. You bought... Oh, dude. The game's alright. I want them to finish it now. I mean, it's been in early access for a long time. I watched Raptor play it a while ago. I think it was sort of around last year. Huh? A little bit, but why? Yeah, you can do. Give me a sec, guys. And I'm back. Yeah, I'll probably end up just doing clip splicing for a channel trailer. I'll be like, yeah, that'll do. Right. Okay, so I think the next thing to do then is to get all this set back up, and then actually push this day forward. When I haven't moved a day for a while. Reason why is because I'm playing this on real time, so every hour I play in game is actually a real life hour. So I've only done like 4 days, and I skipped a few of those days at the beginning because it was snowing, and you can't do anything unless you've got a ripper. You can't do anything with permafrost, so you just don't play the game. You just skip it and be like, yeah, it'll thaw out, it'll be fine. Mine's on electric as well. Mine was unfortunately I bought my electric one because my old one broke, and it basically blew itself up. And then I needed a lawnmower. I didn't have a lot of money, and it was a Sunday, so the boot fairs were on. So I went to a boot fair and bought a lawnmower. It's like 20 quid. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take it. 2.5 years later, it's still going. It's like, yeah, this is an amazing £20 I spent. But yeah, it's on its last legs, definitely is. But it'll still get used until it blows up, and then I'll get rid of it again, and I'll buy another one. Mine's not 15 years old, but it's probably about 4 or 5 now. Oh shit! That wasn't supposed to happen. They're all inside. That's fine. Yeah, so what I want to do is I want to earn enough money just to skip like every other level apart from Nighthawk, and just go straight there. That's the plan. But that's like months away. I'm not moving because I don't play this game as much. Oh, okay. My kids can't push the lawnmower at the moment. All right, cool. So I think that's all set and ready to go now. Oh, we need a bucket for the top. All right, here we go. Let's run. It'll be interesting to see what happens to this game during the whole like console like era now. It'll be very interesting to see. Okay, so that's an entire clean out done. That's a lot of clean out done. I've done lots of clean outs and we're still in day 6. So right. So we need to go to day 5 now. So we're gonna go and go to sleep in our little caravan. Yeah. I got to be honest, man, and you know, if anything ever really majorly happens with this channel, I will try and make other people's lives happier. Right, so when it comes to like my kids, they probably won't have to mow the lawn. I will probably pay someone to do that. Gotta be honest. Jesus, there you go. Provision of rent money, 69,000. That's the problem with processing all this gold, man. So I'm not going to process any more gold. I'm just going to leave it in its buckets and just get one big lump. My kids will hopefully know what hard labour is because they will go to work, you know. If they want stuff when they get to 13 years old, they can do it. They can do a paper. If paper rounds are still a thing when they're 13, they can do one of those. You know, I did it when I was a kid. I did the whole paper round thing, and then I helped my brother occasionally on his when I was 16. So I was doing it. I helped on his paper round, and then mainly just because his was really like big in comparison. Like mine, I could carry on my shoulder. I was happy with. Like my brother's paper round, he needed one of those trolleys, and his was like for loads of Guardian users, loads of them, and it was a really heavy round. Is that Ollie? Oh, okay. Sound like Ollie. Yeah. Right, give me a sec, guys. Alright, give me a sec, I'll be right back. Ah, I'm on the wrong side of the screen. Haha. There you go. Right, back in. Yeah, I still haven't got around to getting a stream deck or anything like that. I just see them as gimmicks. And I don't do as like many channel variation, like turnover thingies that other people do. So mine's very, very basic. Really is. Right, let's drop this all the way to the floor. Oh, see, it didn't pick anything up. Yeah, have you still got that green screen, Neil? I found a use for it. I just haven't got one. Oh, dude. I think it's only been a couple of years since I asked for it. It's fine if you haven't, mate. I played it a little bit, but it's more of it's one of those games that you play with like friends and a community. You know, I mean, it's relatively cheap. It's not a bad little game, but yeah, I never really had the time for it. I did have it as a game on my community, on my Discord. If you played it, then chuck it. Put whatever you want in there, sort of thing. But I don't do it myself. Ruhan Delang, how you doing, dude? When you say "wow, it's you," I mean, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Yeah, I will. In fairness, I want my kids to know how to earn money. Or how to do stuff properly, or how to actually have an idea of what they wanted to do. If you need this, I'm a big fan. Hey, cool. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much. I mean, that's most appreciated. I'm just a normal person who makes videos on YouTube, dude. But thank you very much for kicking in. It means a lot. More the merrier. It's all right. Oh. So on a controller, how do you do all this stuff? Or is it just it's set up real easy, basic? Because I would see this as a bit of a pain. Obviously, because this is going over the console, I'd love to see. I want to see other people enjoy this game. And if the controls aren't too difficult, then that helps. On a keyboard, it's just muscle memory. Ah, it's all good. I know. They always say that a YouTuber will make it whenever you've got 1,000 good subscribers. Having 1 million subscribers helps, but having 1,000 proper subscribers and proper fans is always good. May I ask you something? How do you not lag? I have a very nice. I have a half decent PC, man. When I first started playing this game, I used to lag everywhere because I had a half-fast. I had a potato of a computer basically, but thanks to a very nice person at the beginning of COVID, he donated enough money to this channel for me to build a good computer, and because of him, that's how I don't lag. And then when my computer when my old computer was like I basically rebuilt it, cleaned it all up, and then I donated my old computer to a person who's going through his sixth form and A levels into computer studies. So I gave him my old machine. So I took something from somebody, and then I gave to somebody else. That's how I treat people. To put it into perspective, I'm going to clean this all up for everyone now. At some point, I'll probably build another computer. I'll probably retire this one, or I will leave it around, and then something will happen to it. What will probably happen is I will probably just give it to somebody. I won't care about how much where it came from, as long as somebody else gets the use out of it that they need out of it. But that's a long way off. I don't know when that's going to happen. But at the moment, it's a good machine. It works well, and it works nicely as well. Day, what is up, dude? Thank you very much for kicking in. But the main reason why you don't lag is like when people, I have seen this a lot when people build computers on like PC forums and stuff. They're like, "Oh, is this one good enough?" It's like, "Yeah, it's good enough for gaming." "Oh, I'll buy this then." And normally most gamers end up buying like Ryzen 5 3600. Yeah, 30. No, is it the no? It's 2600X. Was it a 3600X? I can't remember. It's the Ryzen 5 chip, not the Ryzen 7. And they always buy that because it's like, oh, I don't need to buy anything more because this will be good enough. And yeah, it's good enough for gaming. But if you want to stream, you need a processor with extra cores so that your streaming software can process through, so it can encode through the CPU and not anything else. And then when it encodes through the CPU, it runs a little bit better. Oh no, I got mine running through the graphics card, sorry. So my CPU basically controls everything that's going on in my computer. My stream is running through my graphics card because I use the NVENC encoder on the graphics card itself. So that's why I don't lag. And I'm running at like 6,000 bits per second. So it's a hungry stream. And the only reason why it can run that is just because of the processor and the graphics card. They work in unity, basically. And a lot of people don't really think... I think a lot of people just think, oh, my machine will be alright because I'm gaming on it. But there's a difference between gaming and then streaming and gaming. It's a lot more hassle. And that was one thing... when I built this machine, it was one thing I wanted. I needed a machine that could do both. Because gaming's something I enjoy doing on it, and then streaming on it is it's resource and a lot of it. Yeah, so with the 2700X isn't a bad one. I think it's only got 6 cores though, which is basically the same as a Ryzen 5 3600X. Pretty sure that is the chip. But when it comes to streaming and gaming at the same time and running, because I run a Google's window as well, and Google takes up like what 500,000 fucking everything, because Google is really hungry for memory, and it opens up like 15 different like Chrome windows and stuff in the background so you can run one. So I've normally got one Chrome window open, which is the stream statistics. I've got OBS open, which is running at 6,000 bits per second, and then I've got the game running and chat running, and I'm downloading bits and pieces in the background, and I've got my Discord running. So yeah, there's a lot going on, and it doesn't have a problem with it. I'm running at like 70 to 120 FPS on this game. But yeah, that's how I get around it all. It's literally just a case of just hoping everything works. I've been tempted to move over to Brave, but like Google remembers things that I need it to remember because I'm useless at passwords and things. Like to put this into perspective, we got like I've got a Curry's account, so I can take out we can take out finance on like bits and pieces and pay them off over time, because that's how we buy stuff. And the problem with that was I keep forgetting the password it is to log into the account. So every time I need to log into that account, guarantee I'll forget the password. That's a guarantee. That's how it works. And so Google sort of remembers the password, which is quite nice. And then I'll forget it occasionally, and I'll just go, oh, I remember it through this, and it'll work. That's how I have to get around things. I'm stupid a lot of the time. So I have an entry-level budget system, and I cannot utilize everything. Nothing is being used in full potential, and I have an i5 30. Yeah, okay. So personally, the thing you've got a 1650 GTX. That's not bad. I ran this when I was first playing this game. I was running on a 1050 Ti, which was okay. 1650 GTX would be completely fine. Your processor is what will probably be letting you down. RAM would be a big thing as well. If you want more, if you want everything to process a little bit nicer, RAM is needed. And yeah, and then from there it just comes down to just upgrading over time. The problem with having like a slower, like an i5 isn't too bad, but it's the fact it's a third gen one. It's the 3400 series, so that might be bottlenecking your computer a bit, which would suck. So in order to use like the 1650 properly, you'd probably need to upgrade into like the i5 5000 series, maybe even to the 7000. But everything's expensive, and that's the problem with computers. This is why, and you know, people hate me for my opinion, right? But this is why I actually don't mind consoles, because if you look how much a console costs you, what, £350, £400 right now. Maybe 450, 500, depending on where you get it from. Why do you say that Doge is going to be making a comeback, Charlie? Because now you're going to get me scared, and I'll have to like go and buy like $30 worth, because that's all I've got. But when it comes to it, I mean, gaming on a computer is only good if you can afford all of the parts. At the moment, I mean, because of the like graphics, the graphics card shortage and everything that we're all going through right now, literally, a console is the best thing. You know, it costs less than a graphics card, and you get a full system that plays games happily with no major issues. I don't know everything. I'm in a lot of PC groups. It's going back up. Oh no! Give me a sec. I'm just gonna log in quick. This is what I've been waiting for this for a little while. I know later you can upgrade later, update later. Click on that. Let's go and click on it. In all fairness, I've got so little money in it, it doesn't really matter. Oh no, I've already got stuff in it. That's right. It's up to, I've got $29 worth of Dogecoin at the moment. It's such a small amount. One brick at a time. What up, dude? Yeah, I literally have. I've got 107 like Dogecoin, and the reason why is just because I can't afford anything else. And Odyssey paid, like they used to pay out, like they used to give you like a monthly amount of their own currency, and that used to work out all right for me. I was like, cool, I'll use this, it'll be cool. And then they took the monthly stuff away, and you literally have to earn it legit now. I was like, my videos don't get like seen a lot on Odyssey, so earning on there is so slow. But they pay out in cryptocurrency, but it's pants. Like, I think it was, I had 66 LBR coin. And it was like, yeah, that's cool. And it worked out to like 11 quid. So what I've done is I put my money back into Doge on the last rise. Oh, cool. Thank you very much, man. It's awesome. I don't know Zar, but it's £1.75. Thank you very much, dude. Any donations, by the way, guys, is most appreciated. It all goes into keeping this channel like upgrading slowly. Slowly but surely, catch you monkey. Time to grab art pad. Oh, dude. Yeah, I like your work, Greg. Awesome. Maybe you should do that as a YouTube videos. There's a lot of artists on YouTube. And it's all good. You didn't have to though. I never really ever asked for it. I mean, it's there if people want to donate, but I never really asked for donations. Maybe I should just start like giving everybody that there. You need to do. No. How's things then, Steve? Dude, at the end of the day, this is why, like, when it comes to like younger members of my audience, I tend to like say to them, you don't have to donate anything, because like when I was young, I never had money. So anything that a younger person has is normally like, it's more precious to you than it is to me. Nathan Jones, what is up, dude? I got rid of my YouTube window. No, it's up there somewhere. Yeah, all's well, dude. And Kerry is in chat, I think, to an extent. So if you ever want to say something, she is around to have a chat with. There we go. So I need to click on this one. Then I need to click on this one. And then I need that one. That's going up quite nicely. If it reaches more than 40 odd cents, Charlie, and this is what I would do if I was in your shoes right now, Charlie. If that hits 40 cents, I would sell when it starts coming down again, and then take half of it out and then reinvest. But don't take my advice, because I'm not a financial advisor. But that's what I would do, you know. And then you'd have a bit of cash, because you've got a shit done in it. Noah Foost, how you doing? I don't know. I don't remember the name, but thank you very much for kicking in. Nathan, my day is going okay. I think that's about as well as it can be, but we're doing all right. You know. I really should start driving in a straight line with this thing though, but we're getting there. Apart from that, I'm all right. At the moment, Kerry's laid up on the sofa under a blanket. As you know, I think that's about it at the moment. I like your bobbleheads. Are those? These ones, they're not bobbleheads, they're Funkos. Everyone started to hate them because they're like, oh, everyone collects Funko Pops, they're all crap. It's like, yeah, but the ones that I've got are literally like, they're part of my life. Which is really strange, I know, but I only ever bought ones that I relate to in life. So I bought Wayne and Garth from Wayne's World. I've got
Jay and Silent Bob from Jay and Silent Bob, and behind the chair is Marv, Harry, and Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone. Kevin. Yeah, Kevin. They're literally the only pop figures I own, because Home Alone was basically my childhood, you know, because I love that film. It's awesome. Keep your eye on. Yes, yeah. Cardano is Ada. They've got a lot of sort of like popularity. Personally, Charlie, yeah, I would split your investment from Doge, and then do some of it into Ada. I was told about those. I was told about that a couple of months ago when I was faffing around with this the first time. I think the reason why people don't like them is because like everybody collects them and everybody uses them as backgrounds, and it's like, you know, I don't really care what everyone else is doing. This is what I'm doing. Kerry plays Animal Crossing. Oh, Ripple. Ripple went up. I think it was last week. Ripple went up a little bit, like fast. You can join the Discord, man. That's most appreciated. I mean, in fairness, I'm over there a lot of the time. I'm on Discord a lot, but I never really speak to many people. I usually just read what everyone else is doing, and I catch up with like news from like the games I follow. Nice, man. So to put this in, if anybody like donates like directly to my account, my money goes into what I want it to, and at the moment that's going into like crypto stuff. That's where I'm going to put some into it. Like next Monday, I said I was going to put a tenner in of my own cash into it. When YouTube pays me, I'm putting whatever's left into it. I think after I've bought like. So I don't have to pay my baseball subs. So I'm not really playing baseball this year anymore, because of what's going on. But yeah, apart from that, I think I'm gonna be doing a bit more into the whole crypto world, because I'm starting to like enjoy it more than sort of. It's not like splashing money into a casino. But that's where it's all going now. I sort of want. I'm sort of looking into like investing a few bits and pieces here and there just to get a little bit of extra cash flow going, really, more than anything. So yeah, I started following Doge. Sorry? I still can't hear you. Oh. No, don't pirate it, buy it. Don't pirate this game. I don't condone. I condone anybody who pirates games, and the reason why is just because, like, when you think about how many people pirate games, and then like the people who built this game won't be appreciated because they won't get paid as much, you know. And especially with the whole how bad like the gaming world is when it comes to like people keeping their jobs at the moment, it sucks. So no, I always, if I'm not paying for a game, I usually get a code for it. But that's because I've usually spoken to the developer or I'm on Keyman. How much? I think it's what? £15 normally? It's always on offer. Like, so when it goes on to offer, it's half price. So it's usually about £7. But then there are other games out there that I play that I would heavily say that you should pick up instead. You know? This machine won't get overloaded because I'm dumping all this in there. Oh, I just turned off. Oh no, I just changed the camera. Yeah, Gold Rush isn't expensive. It's the most expensive games I've ever bought are. Well, he is a 17-year-old kid, so yeah, money is tight. I get it. Yeah, I mean, I mean, as like I said, I mean, to put it into, I put in for
I would say 4 or 5 games a week on Keymailer, just because if I'm going to get a game for free, then I'll make videos about it. That's how this works. But if I don't get it and I get addicted to the fact I like the look of this game, I'm going to play it at some point, I'll buy it out of my own money. Like, I bought Hobo Tough Life today because I had a refund from Sea of Thieves. Because I think with Sea of Thieves it was that sort of romance thing. In your head it's like, yeah, I really want to play this game, it looks really cool, and then when I get a shot like 100 times, I don't want to play that game anymore. So I got it refunded and I bought Hobo Life Simulator, and you know, I paid with it my own cash. I didn't get a code for it, I'm not a special case, but it's still, you know, it's one of those things. I tend to say that if you can't buy it, then save up for it. It's like all those people when I was in the community team for Hybridsteel, we had all the people coming in and going, "Oh, my game won't update." It's like, "Oh yeah, did you copy the game?" It's like, "Yeah, I got a pirated copy." That person was out on their arse. They were thrown out of the community straight away because Max didn't tolerate pirating of his game. Yeah, they're predicting, Neil. They're predicting that Doge could hit a dollar by the end of next month, which is massive. I mean, at the moment, that means I'll get £137. Whoop whoop. You know, if it hits $2, that's £267, or 268, somewhere around it. It's just because I haven't got any money to put into it. The joys of being skint all the time, really. Yeah, I would still say that. I mean, this is why I'd like my channel to do more, because for all the people that are younger that come onto it and just like, I can't afford this, like, fuck it, I'll buy it for you, but I can't at the moment. I do. This is why I ran a competition with the Hydroneer thing, because it was like I wanted to give back to people, so I managed to get hold of a couple of copies. It could do, man. I'm looking forward to it, because in all fairness, it's a joke coin. You know, Doge was set up for a laugh. Here it is, it's making people money. It's hilarious. I do regret selling off what I had though a couple of months ago. I sold it off because I sold it off because I wanted to buy a few things, and I did. I bought those things that I wanted, but I sold all of my coin. Now I'm back to basically having nothing, and I'm just slowly working it all back out, basically. So. Hydroneer is a cheap game as well. It's 10 quid full price. I know. I think it might be less than that, like 7. It's an indie game. Yeah, it's Elon's pet. It's funny as hell. How you doing, SK? No, I'm not really. Oh, ski. Sorry, I thought it was just SK11. No, I'm not really into horror anymore. I sort of. I don't know. I think it was. I think I just. I played too many zombie games and then just got bored of it. So I just stopped watching horror films and horror games. I just sort of, even though they might be scary, you know, they might give me the creeps or something, but I don't know, for me it's just not work. I don't really, I don't enjoy it. And I think you have to enjoy things like horror, and I don't really enjoy horror, not anymore. I am ramming the wall. It's a wall of dirt. Charlie had a bad day. Did he actually explain why he's done, why he's chose to do what he's done, mate? Because that is a really crappy thing to do. Basically, Charlie, one of the biggest events that he covers on his channel, has decided not to run the monster trucks or tough trucks this year. It's like they're some of the biggest things that the events like pull. It's like, what? It's all crap, basically. Yeah. Do I have a stand as well as for the green screen? Oh. Are we still talking about the green screen? Dude, I'll take if I mean because it's one of those pop-up ones, isn't it? I'll take it if you don't need it, or because you don't use it. You're in a van. You just hit the 16-hour mark of this pick. Oh, okay. You're talking about your art. Nah, I'll be alright without the stands. I've still got my chain set up from the last one. Like above my head is a chain that runs across the well, near the ceiling, and that's where I used. That's when I used to hang it from there. But the reason why I was looking into the green screen again is because I want to start. I know it sounds like egotistical, but I want to start putting myself in my thumbnails. And literally, the green screen is just the best way to edit them. That's pretty much it. It's most appreciated, dude. All it's going to be used for is taking photos. It wasn't my choice. The event promoter, they pulled the plug. Yeah, I know. Oh, I just got out. No, not at all. If I just drive into the wall, it's a front end loader, so this thing will dig the dirt. Hydroneer doesn't have one. I always put in the suggestion that you should be able to put like a tractor front on the front of the truck, because that excavator is just crap. We all said it, and then when he remade it and he tried to make it work, and I was like, dude, it's not always worth it. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of the excavator. I used it once or twice, but it was never like my favourite tool to use. Not very good for speed running. Didn't really help with my setups. Just got bored of really. And then it was like because I was like trying to help people out. It was like I don't see the point in even like playing with it. It was one of the very few things that annoyed me about Hydroneer, that the excavator was broken like 99% of the time. But apart from that, I mean, the game itself's pretty solid. Like, it really is. But the excavator just doesn't work. 6 minutes past 9 now. The joys of being in the UK. Let's just have a look at... Well, there you go, it's crashing down again. Right, we're an empty bucket. UK is the best. I don't know. The way it is at the moment, nah, I'll be right. 3 hours ahead. Yeah, but it's Sunday where you are, Gray. Yeah, he's an Aussie. He works nights. Oh yeah, okay, for healthcare, yeah, it's, UK is pretty special. Gray's an Aussie. Well, I mean, technically it's free. So the reason why I said technically is because, like, if you work in the UK and you pay your national insurance, so you do technically pay for it, but it's miles easier to afford, like, than going anywhere else. Oh, okay. That's one of the good things about being in the UK. He's an Aussie. I don't know. Unless he is a Kiwi. Well, he comes from down there. 4 p.m. Ah, dude. 4 p.m. wasn't too bad. Yeah. Oh, I'll change the camera again. And another massive feature that people are still trying to get, like this many years on into Gold Rush Life. Oh, we want multiplayer. Yeah, that's not going to happen at all. Like, this game is famous for one being for one being a single player game, and number two for being one of the very few games that everyone plays and has absolutely nothing else to do in the game apart from dig holes. And doesn't get updated as much, and has a season mode that's 13 seasons old and nothing's changed. I think everybody knows the Wiggles in Australia, don't you? We watched the Wiggles. Thanks very much, Australia, for 30 years of the Wiggles. Ah, most appreciated, dude. Thank you very much, Neil. It'll just help it, because I want to experiment with, like, putting myself on thumbnails and messing around with it, basically. So, yeah. Or I might be able to actually put myself in the videos, if you know what I mean. Because what I've kind of figured is that I can actually, when I move my camera about and take my chair out, I can actually, like, move around in this space, so I can mess around with that. I did have a couple of ideas to, like, do for, like, videos like that before, but I never had, like, the ways to do it. The Wiggles are still wiggling today, yeah. So basically, what happened to the Wiggles is they've been going for 30 years, but obviously over the time they've changed out some of the members. Like Anthony is literally the only Wiggle that's left on the whole thing, out of them all. And then you've got 3 other ones that have taken over. Yeah. So this is how much I've watched it. I've paid attention to like everything that happens in the Wiggles because of my kids. Yeah, as I said, I think the excavator should still be quicker than this, but I don't know, it is blitzing through this quite a lot. And we have pulled quite a lot of dirt out. So hashtag Wiggles if you're a fan. Oh, if you've got kids and you are subjected to the Wiggles on a daily basis, could you make a compact system in Hydroneer tutorial? I did. But, and this is the reason why I haven't made any tutorial content or anything for Hydroneer for a couple of months now, is because I think if you just type in compact build, there's probably a few in there. But the reason why I haven't built anything or not doing anything with Hydroneer for now is because as soon as 2.0 comes out, nothing will work from 1.6 onwards. So at the moment, there is no point in making any tutorials or any content videos or anything to do with the Wiggles because, well, yeah, there's no point in making tutorials about Wiggles. They're already explained on their channel. That's fine. But when it comes to Hydroneer, yeah, there's no point. When 2.0 comes out, nothing will work. Oh yeah, they're well and truly stuck. I don't get rest. Rest is for... no, there's no rest for the wicked. Huh? Oh. Catch you later, guys. Have a good one, Charlie. Hope all goes well with the racing thing. Hopefully you'll get an event and it'll be awesome. Nathan, thank you very much for kicking in. It means a lot. It's always good to see people kicking in, being happy. Right, let me just. I think we'll try and get one more load up. Oh, because once you played this game for a couple of hours, like actual real-time hours, you do sit there and have to question your soul. And because I was up at 4:15 this morning and 5:20 this morning. I question my existence sometimes. But it's always good. I like coming back to this game and spending the first 15 minutes wondering how to get out of things again. Hopefully, dude, it won't be too hard on you. But hopefully it'll be all good. You got your boys to watch. See, my kids, they're starting to appreciate other things, but it's very difficult. Like Sesame Street's now on, instead of like just Blippy and Wiggles. Sorry. I don't know, Ollie watches it occasionally. You have no soul, your wife owns yours. He goes, I have no soul, my wife owns that. Oh, 97%. That's just sucky. We need to take one more. Ah, don't worry about that, man. Way! There you go. That's how you break Gold Rush. Now now this is stuck. This might be enough. Oh, come on. Damn it, the only way I'm getting out of this now is I gotta move the truck. I gotta move my truck. Come on, rock truck. If we just turn this around. See, give me any game. I will try and flip a truck. I tried. Come on. I think we might have enough. Ah, thank you very much for becoming a member. You don't have to.
Clan.
Yep, welcome to the clan. You didn't have to. Ruhan. But it won't only cost you like £1. It's £1.99 a month. So guys, if you do want to help out this channel at all, you can become a member. And membership costs £1.99 a month. Unless you want to go into the slightly bigger membership, which is more. But, yeah, that's up to you. I'm just going to fill this up. I don't care how much is going to be in it. It's going to be 100% plus. It's full. There we go. Right, so what I want to do is I need to park this right in the middle. So when I come back with the rock truck, I can park it the other side. It'll pest you at some point for it. There we go. I think you if you were able to do like the first month for free, you don't have to pay. Because I think YouTube are doing like you can get 1 month like proper for free. So I don't know if that's available for everyone. And go and test this out now. Click on the membership thing. If you can get the first month for free, do that. You know, 1, you help me out. 2, you don't have to pay for it. It's not necessarily a bad thing, is it? So I think they're doing like a 1 month free thing, and then afterwards, obviously, it's going to say, like you know, you're a member of this channel. Do this. You know, if you turn around and don't do that, I really don't. It doesn't worry me. Yes, engine done. Right, we're 2 full loads. This should get up to about 80-something%, and we might have to do 1 more. Ugh. So that should be fine. At least everything's working. I think because this takes more water to fuel now, I think this needs to be the bigger generator. We might have to go into the shop and have a look. I mean, we could just bomb this happily. This is not good. That D-Rocker can take an absolute pounding when it comes to stuff being poured into it. Yo, Khan Walker, thank you very much for kicking in, man. Is it Ollie again? Right, okay. Give me a sec, guys. I'll be right back. There we go. I'm on the wrong side. There we go. Peace out, man. Have a good one. Enjoy yourself. Be happy. Let's just continue, shall we? Hi. 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 There you go. We'll even text it just to go, just cover all the bases. Just going to trickle it until it all runs out. It's all good, man. There we go. See, that D-Rocker, you can shove as much through it as you want, and it only ever gets like 2-3%, and then that's it. Now what we'll do is we'll see how much that is, and then we'll have to work out a percentage of everything else, and then we can... You're not supposed to be moving. Did I just take the handbrake off? Yes, I did. No problem, dude. I'm guessing about 67, no, 70, 78, 79%. Oh, dude. I sort of feel sorry for people who watch those videos, and the reason why is because they were done quite poorly. In all fairness, out of all the stuff I've learned over my time of doing this already, those guides could be so much better. They really could. So that is why when CMS 2021 comes out, I'm gonna be doing my guides properly, right? And when they're done properly, they will be pretty much like how you see them at the moment, but just so much better. Yeah, I talked to Finn. He's real busy. Like, he's just ready to go into. He's been doing like a shed ton of coursework, like lots of coursework. Because he hasn't, yeah, basically because he hasn't. I don't think he's got exams, so he's doing all of his uni work and everything else at home. He's literally like every day is working now on his stuff. Also, he's building projects and stuff for his courses. So yeah, he's working quite a lot. Ah, Ballistic Bruce, thank you very much for kicking in, man. Yeah, it is a chilling chat. I'm not doing anything OTT. Let's put it that way. There's no point. Oh no, I just trashed my truck. Yeah, I talk to Finn when he's not so busy. At the moment, he's a very busy kid, really is. And it's fair play to him. He's doing a lot of work for his course. because he's just been put into, yeah, he's just gone into like uni. I think he starts properly this year. He's yeah, I know I know you always used to clash with him, but but yeah, he's doing his coursework. He's just about to go into uni properly. He's just about to do he's going into like a computer programming course. Going into more of the gaming industry, wants to like design games and bits and pieces. Yeah, I saw your replies to Matt. Welcome back, Gray. The videos are okay, Kian. Is it Kian? Kian? Yeah. The videos are okay, but I wouldn't say they're my best work. I don't think I've ever been able to achieve my best work because I've never been able to do my best work. But like with the way that I did those guides for CMS, they were very rushed. Mainly because like the game had already been out for a year or so, like before I made those guides, and I was just trying to compete. I was brand new to the platform. Car Mechanic Simulator was the first major project that I took on as a YouTuber, I would say. And yeah, it worked out alright. It has made me consider doing like my guides a lot like that from now on, and learn from my mistakes, because I made a lot of mistakes on those videos. I really did. That's why I feel sorry for people who watch them. I know they're good, like for people to like learn from, but the way that I would do them now, yeah, they would be better. What games do I plan to play in the future? Number one, Hybridsteel 2.0, when that comes out in the summer at some point, probably late summer, going by what I've been reading. CMS 2021 is coming out hopefully this year. People have been saying it should be out by June, July, so that'll be another one I probably will. That will probably be like one of the biggest games that I cover on this channel, happily. Underground Garage, which is pretty much like Car Mechanic Simulator, just more street racing orientated. Being able to do up like street cars, actually race them as well. That's going to be a big part of that game. Motorcycle Mechanic, that's going to be coming out, and I'll probably be jumping into that as well. Trader Life Sim, I'm going to keep playing. Hobo Tough Life, I'm going to be playing. Just anything that involves the word simulator or like in the simulation like sort of genre. That's pretty much what this channel is going to be on. That's what I intend to do in the future. CMS will be like a big thing though. I intend to do a lot more coverage into that game this time around. I intend to get it out before like a year, because like as said, the first time when I covered that game, it was a year later. I have no idea what the price of that CMS will be. I'm estimating, going by the price of how much the original, like the last one was, I'm probably guessing about £25. That's just my guess. As said, I have no idea, but whatever it is, I'm buying it. So, oh come on! Right, up you, down you, scoop. There we go. Yeah, I would happily, and this is just coming from me. I would say CMS would be £30. No. I don't intend to play games like that because, number one, this channel isn't for that sort of game. Number two, ranking into a AAA title when everybody else on YouTube is a gamer who's trying to do that as well ain't worth my time. I don't want to do that. I mean, if you look at some of like the bigger, like in my space, some of the bigger people who play like computer games, the same sort of games I play. Diesel Designs, he plays this sort of game, never touches a AAA title. Dre never touched a AAA title. Blitz never touched a AAA title. Kibitz, he's been playing like Satisfactory for the last year and a half. That's not a AAA title. The other reason why I don't really want to play AAA titles is because I don't like the gaming industry the way that the AAA titles are going for. Not a problem, Kian. Most appreciated. You don't have to, but it's all good. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of where the gaming world is going. When it comes to the AAA titles, it's literally live services and how much money we can make from monetization. When all of a sudden, you know, we're getting people to pay $60 for a game, $70 for a game, and we're still going to charge them for all the microtransactions, updates, and all the other stuff. It's polluting the airwaves of gaming now, and companies are just doing it for greed, which is why I play a lot of like more indie style games, because they work hard on their trade. You know, take Trader Life Simulator for like take this as an example. Trader Life Simulator. Okay, not everyone's cup of tea, but it's a simulation game. It's the joys of playing a simulation game, and that game is at the moment £7.49 because it's on offer. It's a cheap game. That game has been updated more times in the past 2 weeks than me buying new games in the last 2 weeks. All right, that game has gone from version 1.9 to 2.2 in the space of 2 weeks. The guys who have made it have added so much stuff into it and not asked for extra cash. No extra money, no extra DLCs, no monetization. And it's like, this is what we need to do. This is where gaming really should go. But because you've got companies like EA and Ubisoft and all the other companies that were basically out to make as much money off you as humanly possible, you know, that includes Activision, because Activision are, I would say, probably the worst. But I digress. But when it comes to like the AAA market, it's just money grabbing arseholes. The only game that I have bought in the AAA title series is MLB, and that is because I'm a baseball fan. That is the only one. I don't really buy much in the way of AAA titles because they're not worth the money they're printed on. And I buy digital games, so I have to spend extra, even though you would have thought that buying a digital game would be a better way of gaming. You pay more for a digital copy than you do for a physical copy on a PlayStation or an Xbox. But then when you come over to Steam or Epic, all the games are really cheap, because they know that if you put out a digital game, which 99% of the market is now, you don't have to spend that much money. And developers tend to get paid a bit more if their games are a little bit cheaper on Steam, because there's the commission rates on Steam and Epic. And it's all the same stuff. Every year, AAA titles come out and they get smashed about, and then you get people having a go. You are my YouTuber inspiration. Thank you kindly. I don't, as I said, I'm just a normal person. I'm your bog standard bloke who walks down the street, buys milk and bread for his family, and goes home. I am nothing special, but if I'm an inspiration to a couple, then thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for everything you've done for me as a viewer of my channel. It means so much. To put it into perspective, all those people who go, well, I watch your videos. Thank you. Because you watch my videos, I was able to afford a PlayStation 5. Basically, all the videos that people watch is that I make my money off the AdSense. If people watch the videos, I can buy stuff. And that's the only reason why I own a PS5 at the moment, is because people watch my videos. So thank you very much for everything. Nicky Games, I'm completely fine. I'm having one of those I'm having a chill and chat and just enjoying life and being alright. And occasionally ranting off. But apart from that, I'm good. I'm all good. Yeah, I'm alright. Just chilling more than anything. I'm just taking each day as it comes, seeing where everything goes. And at the moment, I have to work out how much gold I need to pull out another cleanup. But I would say for anybody that wants to, if I'm inspiring people to be on YouTube, then that's awesome. Just know that YouTube is a proper head mess. It really is. I'm sort as I said, I'm in a position where it's easier for me to do things, but it's getting all this together is time. That's the worst part. Hey man, thank you very much for the Hydroneer how-to series. Helped me a lot. This is also on my wish list. Awesome. First bump. Thank you very much, man, for kicking by. I will be back, as I said, I will be back onto Hydroneer going into 2.0. So there will be more to come because everything is changing on Hydroneer. So yeah, it's going to be a it's going to be, even for me, it's going to be start from the start and work my way through it again. That's literally how it's going to be. I will probably spend the first sort of 24 hours on Hydroneer learning everything again, and then I've got like 10 months of content to put out whilst doing other things. So it should be fine. Should. Maybe. But we shall see how things go. No, I'm not going to be live tomorrow. I've got recording to do tomorrow now. Almost 5k. Yeah, come on, it's getting closer. It really is. So the reason why I'm not going to be live tomorrow is... You've seen Beast's new video? I have not seen his new video, no. Literally, the only thing I watched of, like... The only thing I've seen of Mr. Beast in the last, like, I would say... Well, while... I've got to be honest, I haven't really watched a lot of his content. You know? No, I mean, like, I got to be honest, I haven't really sat down and watched a Mr. Beast video for, I would probably say, I don't know, about 3 weeks. Mainly because I'm just sort of, I don't know, I think it's just like, I got sort of bored of watching it in a way, if you know what I mean? Or it's just because I knew what it was going to be. It's going to be him making videos and selling something or giving something to somebody. And the reason why is because that's pretty much a Mr. Beast video. So if you've seen like one or two of them, you probably know the formula of all of it. So that's why I haven't watched it. Maybe I will at some point. But if you're saying it's a good one, I'll check it out. So yeah, that'll be all right for me. I think for me, it just comes down to like after a while, you can watch someone's videos to a point. Hide and seek in a hospital. That sounds like fun. See, that's the thing. It's like it's big challenge, big money, and that is Mr. Beast. I know he's doing it for the whole the philanthropy thing. It's the, you know, the more views he gets, the more money he can give to people, and that's fine. But like I said, once you've seen like, I don't know, 10 Mr. Beast videos, you know what's going to happen. Yeah, I mean, I think like one video I want to do, like if I hit 10k this year, is like what I said I wanted to do is I wanted to build another computer, all right? So that was one thing I want to do with 10k. I want to build a new computer, and then my old computer I want to donate to somebody. Just be like, yeah, there's a video that will get like 200 views maybe, because that's how much like I get on average. 4.93k. We're getting there. We've got 70 subscribers to go. But it takes me longer to do it. Like, I think it's the reason because I don't have like a proper niche in my channel. I am a little bit like scatty. Mr. Beast was actually almost homeless. Yeah, I know he does. Like I've read into the Jimmy story. I think most of us who study, I know they say study is a loose word, but most of us who study like YouTube, we know Mr. Beast's story. We've watched countless videos of him telling the story to like Daryl and Nick or other people, and I'm versed in the way that he's grown his channel. And I know what he's been doing, like for, you know, I've watched his interviews, I've watched all the bits and pieces, and that's because I'm sort of learning it all myself, but like at more my pace, which is like slow. Oh, I can't. Where's the chat? There we go. I wanted to join your channel, but you don't have any money. I think you can get the first month for free, but that's up to you. When I first started, when I first started on this channel, I made. I'll just go through. Actually, I have never told this story, but I'll go through it now. Okay. So when I first started this channel as a whole, I started with my PlayStation 5. Not my PlayStation 5, my PlayStation 4. And I used the editing software and a crappy headset on the PlayStation 4 to make videos. Alright, so they weren't great. Then we got hold of Kerry's old laptop because she'd upgraded to a newer laptop. And I took on the old laptop and I started to actually edit videos on there. So I had to get a capture card. And then from that point, I went from basically capture card into a laptop, and then I went capture card into a PC. But it took me a long time to get to that point. So all these, you know, when it comes down to like the effort that you'd put into like making videos, that's from me. I started off working on a PlayStation 4. You know, that's just how it all starts. You do it as much as you can with what you can, and you work on with it. I started making like occasional videos with my mobile phone, and that's how everyone should start their channel. You work your way up through it. You get there to a point. That's just the joys of life. And now I'm privileged to be in a position where some nice people donate money to the channel, where I'm able to like what I'm doing now. And that's how it all starts. So with your i3, your 3220, your 3220, for me, I started on a potato of a computer. Oh no, that's not going to do anything because it hasn't got a bucket in it. I had a Ryzen 3 2200G with an internal graphics card, which sucked. So I bought a 1050 Ti graphics card just so I could play better games, because an internal graphics card sucks on a motherboard. Yeah. I thought there was always this thing where you could get the first month for free on YouTube, but if not, don't worry, man. You know, like I said, when it comes to like being like people who want to be members of this channel, do it when you can. You know, I'm not pressuring anybody into doing anything like that, because that's your choice. Like, the idea of being a member is there if you want to be a member, but I normally just ask people to subscribe and like the channel. That helps me more than becoming a member. I actually see it when it comes to subscribing. I see subscribers more as people who actually watch, and then obviously I look at the analytics and see that's wrong straight away. But because in fairness, like when like I think my latest video is like 9% of my subscribers actually watch my channel, and then the rest of it is just people who have never subscribed in their life. I think it's about 9%. I would say that when it comes to YouTube, it's more of it's the learning of it, and then getting what you want out of it. I think everybody starts in the same mindset. Everyone starts of, oh, it's just a hobby, and if it makes something of it, I'll go from there. For me, that's pretty much where I'm up to. Why don't you put your live subscriber count in the top left corner? That means I have to get an overlay and put it in. That's effort, man. If you're new to this channel, you won't know how lazy I am. No, I just don't bother. So to put it, where am I going with this? Okay, so YouTube has made it very, very clear that having like a ton of subscribers isn't really what you're aiming for anymore. You're aiming for mainly views. That's pretty much it. I mean, having subs is a good thing, yes, but your money doesn't come from subscribers unless they pay into memberships. Your money comes from ad revenue in your videos. And so the more viewers you get, the more important that is. And which is why YouTube focuses more on the analytics of a CTR and watch rate. And this is why I keep telling people, if my videos are boring but you're subscribed to the channel and you don't like that video, watch the video, mute the channel, and just carry on with life. So you watch the video, you put your ad revenue in, and then you just don't watch the video. You just chill off and do something else. It's all about watch time. It's all about people watching your videos to earn the most money. That's how YouTube works now. Subscribe count doesn't really count much anymore. I mean, obviously it's good to have like 300,000 people like subscribed, and then you might get 20,000 of those to watch your video straight away. That's literally all it counts for nowadays. It's all down to your watch rate. Which is why I don't have a stat count in the top left-hand corner. Because it wouldn't achieve anything. Go on. Yeah, we're good. 97%. I'll take that. So all of this is going to need processing at some point. Process them. Oh my god, that's still going. Turn that off. It's wasting water, mate. Yeah. So yeah, that's why I normally just focus on like people just watching the channel. I mean, I sort of when you hit the 1,000 mark, I stopped counting. I mean, it's all good hitting like, you know, 5k subscribers or 10k or 100k or a million. I mean, that's a really, really good feeling. I mean, I haven't got there yet, but it's a good feeling. But then, yeah, the one thing that I take from it is that people are actually watching the channel. That's what I aim for. CMS 2021 will be good if they implement good elements. They've added in a couple of decent features going by the very brief like trailer section I saw of it. So I'm looking forward to CMS because of what they're adding in. They're adding in a way of restoring things with the grinder wheel as well. Yeah, there's a lot of like actual changes they've put into the game. I would love to actually be able to have like my own customization for the garage though. You know, like almost like an aftermarket of like posters or like mechanical sort of inspirational poster stuff that I could put on the walls and things like that. But you know, again, that just comes down to them and see if they actually will do something like that. There we go. There's another load. Another load bites the dust. And that can go in, and then we're good. So the reason why I'm not cashing out on my gold as much at the moment is because it charges you when you like find gold. So if you put your gold into your account, you have to pay the 10% for the lot. Now what you could do is you could save up your money and then you could buy the lot, and then it won't charge you anymore for the royalties. You know, just think Tony Beats. You know, 10-15% like agreement with Parker. There you go. That's this game. I wouldn't be surprised if the landlord was actually Tony Beats, but they don't really go into that interaction in this game. It's a bit of a shame. I'd love to see Tony turn up. Hey, you owe me money, man. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. You enjoy Queen? I like Queen. I was sort of brought up on Queen. My mum's a massive fan, and I've watched Bohemian Rhapsody. So too many typos. Not a problem. So yeah, for the next week or so, the videos I'm going to be putting out are probably going to be towards like hobo life. So I'm going to be a homeless person. So I'm going to be trying. I think with those, I'll probably end up doing a bit more of like the whole like sarcastic parody stuff, like I did with the trashed video. So if you like that video, you'll like my the hobo series. It will be a little bit of, like puzzle solving as well, because that game's like difficult. So that'll be something I'm going to be like competing in as well, because apparently it's not an easy game, but I'll give it a go anyway. Oh, my parents brought me up on, like, my mum's a Queen fan, so I was brought up on Queen, Jean-Mi Jar Jar, who is an 80s sort of like pop techno thing. Blues Brothers, Aretha Franklin, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to about 60 before I think I got my own car around that point, so that was a bit of fun. I mean, my dad nowadays still listens to the Now CDs in the car, because they still have. Well, I've still got a CD player in my car, but yeah, my dad still buys things like that. Kylie Minogue, Madonna, Spice Girls. All of this sort of stuff was basically my childhood. So some of it was a little bit sad. Not a problem, Neil. Thank you very much, man, for kicking in. Awesome to have you here, dude. It's been awesome to have a chat. Fraud on the pass is 30% of the bank. Yeah, so I need to. I think it's like, is it 6? Jean-Michel Jarre. Yeah, that one. Dude, I was like 2 when like my parents were listening to that song. See, the Aretha Franklin, the reason why I got into Aretha Franklin was because my dad listened to the Blues Brothers cassette in the car. This is back in the 80s, right? So we had a cassette in the car of the Blues Brothers music, and it's like I really liked the music, like Ray Charles, Aretha Franklin, bit of Chuck Berry, all that sort of stuff, and I was like, yeah, I like it. It's got a nice little rhythm to it. But then, obviously, like my dad still listens to other stuff, but Aretha Franklin's got such a powerful voice, and it was just I really enjoy it. Even though I'm a metalhead, you know, I listen to a lot of metal, but I listen to a lot of other stuff outside the genre as well now. I mean, I like rap as well, but so rap or hip hop. I like a bit of hip hop. I would say one of my favourite bands of all time is NWA, but not allowed to say the first word. But you get where I'm coming from. I created my own way of going through, basically. Cat Stevens, I like Cat Stevens. I have not, like, when I say I like them, like, I don't know their songs, but if I was to just listen to it, I'd be like, yeah, cool. R&B, I would say R&B up until about the 90s. And then R&B it stopped being R&B and it just turned into just crud. I like Billy Joel, what else I do? Yeah, I mean, I like Murder Dolls. I met Wednesday 13, I think it was like 2005 at Download. That was a weird time. I got to hang out with Wednesday 13 and Kid, like at Download, because I was walking around drunk trying to find my mate, and I found them instead. I was like, yeah, all right, I'll just hang out with these guys for a bit. The joys have been absolutely paralytic. Nothing wrong with being a goth. Some of my friends are goths. One of my friends to this day, she's still well, I'd say she is my friend because we've known her for a couple of years now, and that's Gemma. Yeah, she's a goth. Like she goes down to a local pub with a white face. Motorhead I like. I sort of let me. I've seen Motorhead live. I think it was twice for Download Festival. But yeah, I spent a long time at Download Festival. A good 10 years. I wouldn't say quite 10 years. Like my first download was 2003 when it first started as Download Festival, and then what was the last year I went? Like 2011, 2012. I think that was my last. That was my last year. But it was good, you know. I like Download. I mean, people have a go at it because it's so mainstream, but you know, it's right. Oh, it's Gemma with a G. Be expecting subscribers. Ah, dude. Don't have to, but thank you very much. I think what's the time? It's 10 o'clock. So we've been doing this for a couple of hours. What are we up to? We've done 2 hours and 47 minutes of digging. So that's not bad. Look at that hole. Look at the hole. It's a big, powerful hole. It's a hole. So we are up to... Well, we're about halfway down at this point. Let me just put up my map. So when it comes to the gold map, we are here. That's where we are. Literally, I need to this is like the area I want to kill out before I buy everything else. Tom McDonald is a rapper, and that's what okay, cool. Let's not forget Cypress Hill. Yeah, I like Cypress Hill. I haven't got any of their music, mind you, but every time I hear them, oh no, I have. I've got like one of their CDs. It's a lot of digging, but I'm playing this in real time as well. This is like for every hour that I've played this game, this is an hour. So, yeah, I think this is... I can't even remember how long we've been playing this for. Can I just... Does it tell me how long I've played this game for? No, it doesn't. But I would say what I've done... I don't know, 5 or 6 live streams between 2 to 4 hours each. And we do... It's an hour. Have you bought any land on Earth 2? No. It's a big hole. But yeah, so the idea is to basically keep digging out all of this until we get to here. Because all of this up here has got... Like, this is more gold-rich ground where I'm standing now. All of this. And it's the same map each time, so you always know. But, yeah. All of this I need to, like, dig out first. And then it goes over there. So I'm going to be here for a while. Yeah, don't forget, you can clip things now. I think there's a clip button underneath this live stream. So you could, like, clip that 30 seconds. You've shared my channel to your contacts. Okay. Thank you very much. Most appreciated. Let me just have a drink. Because I've been talking for an hour and a half without drinking. Have I ever played Modern Warfare 2? That's a silly question. Okay, so the reason why that's a silly question is because whilst I owned an Xbox 360, my 2 most played games of all time were Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2. I would say I almost went I almost went semi-professional with Modern Warfare. I played it for 3 years straight. I was doing like battle tournaments and stuff when I wasn't working. I suppose if I'd have kept doing it for another like 5 years, I would have been good at the game. But yeah, I've played Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 religiously. I'm crap at them now though. I played Modern Warfare for the PS4 a while ago. Pardon me, and I was half good at it. You know, I was trying to get back into the whole like quick sprint, small map thing. That was a headache, but yeah, I managed to. I'm just not as quick as I used to be. I got to be honest, like it's not an old man's game unless you've been playing it religiously, like Disrespect. Like, because he was like, if you watch Guy Beam play any game, like within a couple, he's normally picked up quite quick because all he's done for like the last 15 years is play first person shooters. He's so quick. That used to be me with a controller when I was like 15 years ago. Not now. My respect to you. Yeah, I would say I've got to be honest. Like Modern Warfare 2 was, like, I would say, my more favourite one out of the two, and the reason why was because, like, Modern Warfare was good. It set that tone for like a new sort of era of FPS, and the reason why is because it had a really good story. It was well put together. The levels reflected the game really nicely as well. Then when it came to Modern Warfare 2, it took it to the next level. You had that little bit more of like a personality in the game, and the maps were more structured. Yes, okay, there wasn't a lot of them, but they were more structured. They were more thought out. And then after Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty took, for me, Call of Duty took this massive slide downhill, and it was like, this is not good, this is not good. And the only time I bought World at War, which was crud. I hated that game. But I finished it on Veteran out of spite of one of my friends who was playing it as well, because we always had a competition who could finish it first. So I finished the game on like Veteran first, out of my little group. But the game itself was, I don't know, it just lacked feeling. It was just, yay, it's another World War II game. Whoop-de freaking, oh, it's got zombies. And then everyone rattles on about the zombies and how good it is. It's like, no, zombies is not good. I don't like it. It's not brilliant. And then from there, it just comes down to, like, every Call of Duty afterwards, I graded by Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 standard. And for me, none of them came close. And I only played Call of Duty again when Modern Warfare got remade. Not remastered, not like, oh, it's the same game. Remade, when you had a brand new campaign with Captain Price. Brand new everything. Everything was set before Modern Warfare, the original game. I liked that. That was bloody good. And then there's nothing else there for me. You know? I got rid of everything to do with my PS4 when I bought my PS5. And I only had 4 games. So I sold 4 games and a PS4. Those 4 games were Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the remake. Not the remaster, the remake. Fallout 4, and there were 2 other games, and I can't remember what they were now. But I only ever had 4 games. Everything else was downloaded, but it was never as good as Call of Duty. Oh, okay. So the remake game, not the remaster, the remake is good. Like it's a little bit less emotional when it comes to like getting like attached to a character, but they're not cardboard. You know, if you know what I mean. The characters actually have structure. They're very well written. The levels are really good as well, and some of there are some parts in the game that are a little bit like, ooh, but you know, you sort of get that with a Call of Duty Modern Warfare game. Okay, so when it comes to Soap is mentioned, but he's not in it. So Soap is like right at the end of the remake. That's when Captain Price is putting his team together. Like he's done all the like the setup missions that you sort of get a feeling you've been there before, but you haven't, and it's to do with the original Modern Warfare. And then when it goes through to like right at the end, he's starting to put his team together. So he gets like you see these profiles for a special ops group, and one of them is Gaz. The other one is a guy called Ghost because he never reveals his face because he's mysterious. And one of the people is Soap, comes up on the actual listing. It's like, oh, it's Soap McTavish. That's cool. But yeah, so he'll be, if he wasn't added, he would probably be added in like another Modern Warfare game. But yeah, I like them just because they were just better than any other FPS game I've played. You know, I've played Battlefields, Call of Duties. I've played too much, let's put it that way. But out of them all, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, the original and the remake, I would say are probably the ones that stick in my mind the most. They really are. Because I spent so long on them, because I never got bored of them. The only reason why I moved on is because after a while, you were just stuck in hacking lobbies, or your friends had moved on, so I moved on with them. But I would always say that Modern Warfare would be like the best one I ever played, personally. But that's because I'm old, you know, and I'm stuck in my ways, so to speak. So, in the Modern Warfare 2 credits, you can see that McTavish was played by someone. Yeah, it probably was. But you got to think that person never really had much in the way of talking lines, so the joys of like you just have to sort of you have to go down the little rabbit hole of YouTube and try to find that answer, because guaranteed there are people that have probably covered it and they probably found out who it was. I'm actually looking for a hook. Like, I've dropped hooks over here. I've broke hooks. Now I'm just trying to find them again. Hey, look, there's one. Yeah, I knew. Yeah. I'm slowly but surely finding them all. I think there's 8 of them that I've lost in here somewhere. All because of this. That's 4. So there's 4 more somewhere in this level. They just ping off if there was too much tension. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you went onto YouTube and typed in "who is Soap McTavish," you would probably find that answer, and you'd probably find a lot more out about the game as well. And that's how it starts. You always go onto YouTube with one thing in mind, and you always end up down this rabbit hole like 4 hours later watching a cat video. It's just the way YouTube is. And it knows that cat videos are adorable and everybody wants to watch them, apparently. Maybe I should just make a channel dedicated to cat videos. Oh, look at cat number 1. Isn't this a sassy little fellow? No, I don't think I could ever do that. But having that as an idea, you might see more cats in my videos. Oh, that'd be funny. Yeah, I've definitely lost them. I don't know where they are. They're around here somewhere. Anyways, so I think we're all good. What I want to do, guys, is I want to say thank you very much for kicking by. Keep an eye out on the channel for the next couple of weeks. New videos will be coming out. Obviously, if things do go... Let me just go back to my chat screen, because I think it's getting to that point. That one there, and we'll go up to here. Look, chat, and my chat actually works. Oh, that's awesome. So, here you go, guys. Check this shit out. There you go. I mean, you can't read it because it's all blue. I've got to change the text color. But I managed to get chat working on YouTube. It's awesome. It's just blue and I can't read it, so it's all a bit screwy. But I want to say thank you very much for everyone kicking in. It's been most appreciated. It's nice to know that there are people out there supporting this channel and supporting, you know, not just me, but my wife through what she's going to be going through. So thank you very much for everything you guys have done. It's been awesome to have you here. I'll see you all in another live stream. There will be videos coming out, but I will catch you all another day. So thank you very much for kicking by. This has been Hybridsteel. Peace out, have fun, and enjoy everything you guys do. And I'll see you all later. Fist bump. Fist bump. Fist bump.